Good day, friends. We at St. Andrews have been working hard to make sure your return to church is going to be as safe as possible. The church is being scrubbed down. We've put in a detailed plan in place so that you have a better idea of what to expect. Hopefully this video will give you just a little bit of a rundown of what you're going to see when you finally do come back to church. Again, tentatively on October 4th. On Sunday morning, starting that Sunday, the first thing you can do to make sure that this goes smoothly is just to assess your own health. If you're not feeling well, if you have a headache or a stomach ache, if you're sneezing or coughing, if you have any of the symptoms that you might usually associate with flu or with a cold, we ask that you stay home that Sunday and maybe you can watch our service online. The online versions of these services will still be going on for the foreseeable future. If you are up to coming, when you get to St. Andrews, watch for people with lanyards around their necks, and they're going to have a sign on the lanyard that says volunteer. They're going to be there to make sure everything goes as smoothly and safely as possible. When you arrive, there will be someone in the parking lot to greet you, at least until the weather gets cold. They'll be there to make sure folks know what entrance to use, as well as help to make sure that crowds don't start hanging around. We know that many people are anxious to see each other, but we also want to make sure that people stay very safe. You'll enter the ground floor Athabasca Street entrance, where you will be met by another friendly volunteer who will give you a squirt of hand sanitizer and offer you a mask if you don't already have one. We do ask that everyone wear a mask, and so if you would like to take a disposable, we won't charge you, but you'd be encouraged to drop an extra loonie in the offering box to cover our costs. When you get to the top of the stairs, you'll be met by more friendly volunteers wearing face masks and lanyards, one who will take down your name and your phone number. This is so that if something does go wrong and someone does get sick, we'll know who was at church and the contact tracing will be easier. As you pass by here, you'll also see a wooden box on the table by the door. This is for offering. We won't be able to pass the plate, so people are encouraged to drop off their envelopes in the box. And if you need an envelope, be sure to ask one of our volunteers. Next, you'll be shown to your seat. Now, I know that many have their place that they like to sit each week and have been sitting there for years and years and years, but for now, please forgive us because you'll be sitting in the first empty pew from the front so that we minimize people passing each other. So depending on what time you arrive, that'll determine where you're seated. If you're in a wheelchair or need extra space for a walker, we'll be sure to seat you in one of the wider aisles. I was being teased this week because I'm finally getting my wish. People are moving to the front of the church. After the service, we'll exit the church in the opposite way. Our volunteers will guide the back pews out first. That's most of what you're going to be seeing that's out of the ordinary. There's still going to be prayer and scripture. I'll still be working hard to bring you a meaningful message, but there will be a few things that might seem missing. For now, we won't have any congregational singing, and we won't be having any social time after the church. There also won't be Sunday school, and we ask that parents keep their children with them as the play area that we have up in the front, that's all been put away. We're also encouraging everyone to avoid using the bathrooms at church. Now, we know that this is not always a choice, and our volunteers have been very well trained to not tackle people as they try and enter the loo, but do your best. We've also thrown out all of the cushions that used to be on the pews. The bats have been really active, and those cushions were kind of beyond saving. So if you would like something to cushion you as you sit in those pews, please feel free to bring a cushion of your own. I hope to see most of you as possible on October 4th. But if you can't make it or you're still feeling nervous about being in public spaces, we completely understand. And we look forward to seeing you when you're ready to bless us with your presence. That's all from me today. So God bless you all. Stay safe. And I hope to see you, or at least you'll see me, this Sunday online on September 27th. God bless. Goodbye.
Now, what did I do with that offering envelope? Oh, we really should just go on P.A.R.